busy though. Look in there. That last place was not the correct bus place. I think this is. We're right, so we don't miss our bus. Bus is 11 o'clock. It is about 10:45 p.m. We're gonna have time to make it. Yeah, but you gotta follow me. Are you sure you want to? Okay. So I gotta take off my shoes. You comfortable? I don't have my ticket, my wife's in there. Let's see if they let me in anyways. Literally, see how narrow that is? I literally cannot screw it down there. Ah. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Down here?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is there some... We are packed in here like sardines. Check it out. Climbing up in there. And I don't got my shoes in my bag. Got a little view out here. I don't know if I'm going to be getting to sleep tonight or not. We'll see. Oh, the headroom. Look at that, the headroom up there. Hardly ain't at all. Nice job. Right there. So ought to be fun. Luckily, everyone got a chance to hit the bathroom right before we leave, so we should be good. I'm sure they'll have one stop along the way, hopefully, but who knows at this point. Check it out. Look how cramped that is. That is like totally cramped. So I got it. Just like a bunch of bunk beds all shoved into one bus. Looking at 10 hours on the bus. It's now around 11:30 p.m. So I'm about ready to go to sleep. I don't sleep for 10 hours, unfortunately. If I could on this trip, I would. So probably sleep. Hopefully, as long as I can. These seats are actually pretty comfortable. Totally laid back. Check out my son. Get the right idea, right? He just went boom, blanket over, and asleep. That's the way to do it. Good technique.
Tại văn phòng Phương Trang 205 Thuận Lợi, quận Nhất, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Rồi đến văn phòng Phương Trang số 7 Hội thành phố Nha Trang. Thời gian dự kiến từ 10 đến 12 tiếng tùy vào mật độ lưu thông trên đường. Vì lý do công ty giúp tôi có dịch vụ đặt vé với điện thoại để dừng một số nơi để đón khách xin khách thông cảm lượng thứ. Với lộ trình dài 450 km chúng ta có những điểm dừng chân như sau ạ. Điểm dừng chân đầu tiên của chúng ta là nhà hàng thoải mái và vui vẻ. Xin chân thành cảm ơn.
I got the strange feeling he's not going to speak in English. Yeah, he's done. So we have no idea what he just said or what's going on. So I know this bus has a few different stops, so hopefully we get off on the right place. We'll see. New beach, new hotel, new experiences and stuff like this. So I hope that the kids, when they grow up, that they recognize this kind of experiences. We could have flown from So I knew it'd be kind of fun to do a sleeping trip, and I really enjoyed that. So far on the trip, Mango Bay has been my favorite. The second hotel, I think you saw from the image and stuff, is pretty fancy. Totally first class all the way. It really was. It was a brand new hotel. I really don't like that. I like the Mango Bay style. The kids don't like it because there's bugs and mosquitoes and stuff like that. But it's just natural. It's out in the open. And I actually enjoy more kind of traveling with the locals here. And earlier when I was trying to record what the assistant driver was saying, they don't speak English, so it's just it's more ingrained in society, and I really appreciate that more. And I would encourage any of you who are traveling to travel like that as well. It's too easy with a little bit of money to travel too comfortably, to travel too much, where everything is absolutely taken care of. Whereas, tonight we had to really kind of figure out, where's this bus place? Where do we find the bus? And we just barely made it, and that makes life a lot more adventurous than just like, spending more just because you have the money, and it's just too easy and whatever. You always want to stay on the edge, and I will be kind of weird with the lights on that end of it, looking like a devil. You always want to stay on the edge of looking for your own opportunities in life and stuff like that. I think that's the way it really, I don't have any proof of that, but I think that's just my personal belief, that our brains are really hardwired to kind of be on the edge, just kind of like on the hunt, looking at what are we going to do next, unknowns and stuff like that. I think that's really important, rather than this kind of dumbed down state that we're in right now, which is just focus in here. That didn't do any good, did it? It's a good camera, isn't it? Maybe? No? Yes? Okay, I gotta pull back a little bit. So, let me get the focus in there. Oh, the focus doesn't matter, who cares? So, anyways, I think it's really important that you want to always put yourself in a situation where it's just a little bit stressful. The stress is always there. That stress, how they say competition is good? I think stress is good too. So you gotta learn how to survive. You always gotta be on that edge. It's kind of looking and thriving for it. And in the beginning, it might be kind of stressful to you, but I think that it doesn't take very long before it just becomes like a nature in you, where you're always looking for. The Samsung X7 just kind of disappointed me a little bit right now. The focus is such a bummer. Anyways, it comes in and out. I don't want to go over it anymore. So you really need to kind of have that edge on you, that edge that you're not quite sure what's going to happen next. You have to figure it out on your own. You don't just kind of like overpay a little bit and end up kind of just getting the free ride and just totally relaxed and all that kind of stuff. You know what? Because that's kind of boring. Plus, it separates you away from the culture, the place where you're living and being. And I really don't like that. I totally realize too, if somebody's thinking, well, Mango Bay is kind of high class. It is, but it's also, on the other hand, it's also a lot more close to the culture, close to the country, and my autofocus is just absolutely horrendous. I gotta pull the camera back a little bit. There we go. Pull the camera back, that helps. My fault, not the camera's fault. So I take full responsibility for that. That's another thing. You gotta take full responsibility for everything that happens in your life, no matter what it is. You have to take full responsibility for it, because that's the only thing you can control. You can't control others. We're at a toll booth right now, and just kind of pan around here. Take a look at it. There it is. Boom. So there's the totally is a little bit exciting, right? So you really want to kind of, you know what? I mean, I'm traveling with my wife and 3 kids, so to kind of hardball it, we could do it and get really close to it. We could stay at hostels and stuff, but really not appropriate for the kids, in my opinion. I've traveled in the past before in hostels. They're definitely enjoyable. So there's clean ones, there's dirty ones. They're really inexpensive. You get to know the other people, the travelers that are there, which is really important, I think, from all over the world, or backpackers as they call them. But it's really not right for my kids right now. It's just a different age group. They're in the mid-20s. I'm pushing the big 5. Holy shit, it's really old. Anyways, it's just a mindset, right? I don't feel it physically. I don't feel it at all. Holy smokes, not a single bit. And certainly when we've spent time here on the beach and stuff like that, spent time with people in their 30s, late 20s, guys in okay shape, but they don't even compare. But it's just because they don't know the right way. There's always I don't want to call it, I was going to say a hack. It's not quite a hack. There's always a better way of doing things, a more efficient way of doing things. And I think I've really figured that out through, since 2008, trial and error since the Bill Phillips Transformation Contest. I've really figured out physically how to spend the least amount of time working out and just the right kind of eating. So I'm not, I'm enjoying life, but I'm not eating perfect all the time. And just having an amazing looking physique. And I don't think I have an amazing looking physique, but I'm just going off the comments that I received from other people. And anybody can do it. I mean, you've seen my before. If I'm not too lazy, I'll flash them up here. Is my before pictures. I live 41 years of my life in just complete total laziness. And once you kind of get beyond that and you break that barrier, it takes about 4 to 8 weeks. It's pretty easy at that point. And I'm not talking about calorie restriction or any of that kind of bullshit, because that kind of stuff doesn't work. Slight caloric deficit for short periods of time with intermittent carb up days do definitely work. Oh, we're totally dark down right now. This camera's good, but you gotta capture just a little bit of light from somewhere. And right now we're kind of in the total black, so as long as you can hear me, that's okay, right? Yeah, the camera can't capture me. It's just too fast. There's no city lights or nothing. So if you enjoy, there's a little bit of light. So I'm just about to get on a whole tangent about weight loss and really how easy it is to create just an amazing body. Let's see if there's any light in here. Yeah, there's a freaking light on the bus either. And that makes sense because I don't want to wake anybody up. It's not like an airline or something like that. Let's see if we can catch something here. We just need a little bit of light. There we go. And the headlight. So we just need a little bit of light. So this camera is so good. This Canon G7X. Just a little bit of light, like we have right here, just a tiny bit of light, and just totally lights it up and brings it in. It's literally pitch black right now. You don't realize it, but you can actually see me. So yeah, just a little. Now there's literally no light to capture me at all. Let's see if we can capture some up there. Anyways, we really want to, when you're looking at, I mean, you can completely transform your body, whether you're male or female, to like a total incredible degree if you just follow a few simple principles. One of those is intermittent fasting. Another one is just working out really intensely 3 to 4 times a week for no more than 30 minutes. That's really important. You can totally burn out if you're doing it more than that. And I really push on 3 days a week. And a lot of people don't believe it because they can't get out of their own dogmas, I guess is what I really want to call it. It's kind of maybe a strong term, but their own belief system that they've been fed to believe in. It's just a shame. And I realize right now you're like listening to the dark if I decide to replay this or not. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, a little bit of light to come in there. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, now we're gone again. So, again, I mean, I'm feeling like it's going about 40, maybe 60 kilometers per hour. It's just really slow. Even though there's like zero traffic, it's so strange. But here, let me, there's some more light. See, this lens is so awesome. It captures just the tiniest bit of light, and it'll just light up my face, and then we go into pitch black, which is literally pitch black. There's no light on whatsoever. There goes a little more. So, look, I mean, if you want to change your life, both physically, and you see like these, you see these models, and I think, oh yeah, I want to achieve that, but like deep down inside, you think it's like impossible. It's really not. If you just follow a few simple techniques, intermittent fasting is just. I know people think it's like a fad now. It's not. There's so much science behind it. If you just don't eat, and you like push it back to like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's hard in the beginning, but it's easy once you get into the groove of it. And the coffee helps. I wouldn't start drinking the coffee right away in the morning. I would be doing some water in the morning, which is what I do. And then around lunchtime, 12 to 1, 2 o'clock, if I start feeling a little bit of hunger pains, and then at that point, I'll have my first kind of bowl of coffee with some good fat in it and stuff. And that's kind of the routine. I just push it as far as I can. And right now I'm at the point where 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, even 7 o'clock in the evening is super duper easy to do. And you have that one big meal and maybe a little bit smaller one afterwards. It increases the mental alertness, your work productivity, I'm tired, productivity, there you go. Just so much better. And then you don't have to worry about, oh my God, I gotta eat breakfast, the so-called most important meal of the day. What a bunch of bullshit. Really, step over to the other side for 30 days, look back and go, that's such a bunch of baloney. It's ridiculous. And then, lunch is just like bread and carbs. It's gonna just totally put you to sleep. So you gotta have like a coffee to wake you back up. It's just, wake up to this, seriously. Now look, I'm totally open to new things and try new things, but currently right now, this is totally kicking ass. Mentally, physically, everything. I'm just like, I've never gotten so lean in my life. And so easy to do and mentally alert. You want to, look, this isn't about weight loss. This is about expanding out to all areas of your life. So how are you going to do that? One way to do it is to look at it from a mental perspective, which is you're going to break free mentally. Yeah, we'll just keep losing light in and out here. So if you're okay with this, that's cool. I hope the sound quality is okay. There's a little bit of music in the background, some funky music. They turn the lights up, but then they turn out the funky music. So be it. When you start fasting, your mental alertness just goes to hyper, and you just can focus in on so much, and you can do so much, and you don't eat throughout the day. Like your first meal eventually becomes like your dinner at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock p.m. I know, and it flies in the face of all the bodybuilder bullshit stuff that's out there. It's all dogma bullshit. Okay. Let's see if I can grab some more light from here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me try it one more time. I'm actually trying to gather the tail lights of the bus right here. That's about as close as I can get. So, and my battery's starting to run low, so I got to cut this out short. So let me just kind of wrap this up. So look, if you're doing intermittent fasting and you're wanting to create this incredible physique, you can do this through that, and just working out 3 to 4 days a week. If you're starting out, just 3 days a week, 30 minutes intensive, and then get the hell out of there. Spread that out like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Even if you have the urge to do more exercise, which I know a lot of people when they're starting out there are, and just go do some brisk walking or something. But always think sustainability. People who do coaching with me, and I don't advertise coaching because I don't normally do it. The only people that can do coaching with me can afford it. Maybe you have to ask for the price, and it's just like, it's going to be way too much for you. And that's not, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just, I value my time, and I make a lot more money doing things other than fitness coaching. But there's such a crossover between fitness, physically and mentally, and then your business. And I think there's a lot of disconnects between that. You can't compartmentalize your success. What you do in one area of your life, you do in others. I so truly believe that. And I also believe that your success rarely exceeds your personal growth. So you've got to work on that. And you do that every morning by reading, a little bit of meditation, some reading every morning, and then the exercise. But we're not talking about a lot of time here. We're talking like 5 minutes in the morning meditating, 20 minutes then reading a book, and then 3 times a week, 30 minutes each working out really intensely. And then just intermittent fasting until, pushing it back. It'll take a little time to do that for everybody, but you push it back until 4, 5, 6 p.m. in the evening. It'll change your life, man. Seriously, it'll just completely change your life. Not just physically, which makes you feel just incredible to be able to, have a physique that you feel proud of, which everybody should have the right to do, by the way. I really believe it's a human right. The human form, the human body is just a beautiful thing, and you should be able to feel really good about that. And I'm not talking about some, I'm big and fat, I'm going to rationalize it, that's the normal thing, and I'm going to feel good about it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, looking freaking sexy and feeling good about it. Everybody can do it. They really can. You just have to let go of all the freaking weed addictions, the dairy addictions, sugar addictions, and that kind of bullshit that's out there. And trust me, it's real. It's really real. And then that transfers over. That gives you all this excess energy that you don't have to focus on addictions for, food addictions, which is the big elephant in the room, so that you can focus more on yourself and self-development. And you can focus on your business and growing it. And then it's just, you just steadily keep at it. You just never give up. You just keep pushing forward. And at the end of the day, what is the reward? The reward is you have freaking fantastic health. You have freedoms like what I'm demonstrating here. I don't know what the hell time it is right now. It's 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm giving you some kind of a black video rant on a sleeping bus in the middle of freaking nowhere in Vietnam. But so be it. That's just the way it is. It's about progress, not perfection. So I'm not going to give you a perfect video on here. I'm going to give you progress, and that's, I practice exactly what I teach. So I'm going to end this. I'm actually getting kind of tired, which is good, so I want to get some sleep on here. But look, you know, you can do these things, but don't compartmentalize them, please. That's just the biggest mistake you can do. You know, what you're doing on your online business, what you're doing physically, and everything is all in your relationships. It's all interrelated. You have to realize that, and it doesn't need to be this huge, monumental task. You just start really quickly. You just start by 5 minutes of meditating in the morning, 10, work up to 20 minutes of reading some new material every morning, and that starts your morning. And then just work your ass off during the day. Get in the habit of feeling proud of doing that. People are too goddamn lazy these days. They just can't sit down and concentrate. But the meditation and the reading will help you do that. And work on intermittent fasting. And when you first start out, your body's going to go absolutely nutso crazy. It's going to be like, 20, skipping breakfast. Oh my God, your body's just going to be like tugging at you and punching at you emotionally. And then you get past that. Then maybe it can last till noon or 1 in the afternoon. Eat your first meal, and they keep pushing it back until you get to dinner time. Until you get to the point where you can skip breakfast, lunch, and your first meal is dinner. That's your first big meal. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. And just give it a couple of weeks. It's so easy to do. I've had so many people try it off of the free information that I've given, and just given me awesome testimonials back. It really, really works. It's not just me. It's so many other people, and male and females out there. And that will give you the power and the mental strength to work on your business. Even if you're working at JLB and afterward you're working on your job and all that kind of stuff, this will give you it. Really, you can have it all out of here. So, all right. Okay, so that's much better right there. As far as the focus goes and stuff. Oh man, this is like a killer. Oh, there's the lights on again. So I gotta try to get something light in there. There's a little bit of light. See, they just a little light from the side, and this camera just pulls it in. So we are like 2:30 in the morning, maybe 3 o'clock. A little bit. I can't sleep on the bus, so I'm talking to you. And so hopefully I find some value in this. So let's talk about what it means to be a pro versus an amateur. A pro versus an amateur. Now, a professional gets up and they decide, because they're professional and they're proud of what they do, that's how many hours I'm going to work. This is what I'm going to do. And they just get it done, like in the first part of the day. Because let's be honest, if you're going to push it towards the end of the day, it normally doesn't get it done. It's been my experience and my experience with other people and myself. I think it's pretty much a universal truth. So that means the most important task that you got to get done: get your meditation, get your reading out of the way, and right after that, just run right into it. You just feel so much better, so much more empowered. And then there's people who don't get shit done. And I used to be one of those people. So you need to kind of realize that if you're one of those people who you're the creative type, you're entrepreneur type, and you kind of work on your own kind of schedule, it's going to be a devil in disguise. And you'll want to be able to take that and work it in towards the beginning of your day. Just get that shit done, because the farther you push it back towards the end of the day, the more likelihood it will not get done. Wow, there's just so much Christmas shit in here. I want to show you this. This is random shit on the freeway. All the way here. It's Christmas stuff. Watch this. Just like Christmas stuff. Freaking everywhere. Well, I don't know where. Christmas stuff, like everywhere. So, anyways, you want to really, take ownership of the amateur versus the pro. And the pro just sits down and says, you know what? I'm putting this kind of hours in. I'm just going to do it. Where the amateur kind of rationalizes and says, you know what? I'm my own free spirit. I will do this at a later time or other days. And you know what? It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way with the human body, the human psyche. You need to get up early and get your shit done. Okay? Your most productive shit, you gotta get done right away. And for you to think that you're anything different is, I don't know, let's just say I'm involved in a lot of groups where people think that they're a lot different and a lot special than everybody else. And we're not. There are very few original stories. There are very few original ideas and lifestyles. And I'm talking about AAA, by the way, too. So, and then if you're thinking to yourself right now, oh, I'm beyond that. I don't drink alcohol or whatever. But you're not beyond human behavior, which thinks that your story, their story is the original story. It's a bunch of baloney. There's very few original stories. There's just you need to take your so-called original story and then put it to action. Put it in there and just totally do it. That's what's going to take it to the next level. And that over time, when people are looking for some kind of short-term, especially in the internet space, short-term, little tiny success. The little tiny success is going to lead to these huge riches. That's a bunch of baloney. You got to work your freaking ass off. Okay? But it's not that hard. Working your ass off just means getting off your lazy butt for 30 to 60 days, and then it becomes a habit just to work hard. And that doesn't mean, there's so many misbeliefs about working hard. People think if they work hard, they're gonna have to give up their personal life, give up relationships, get the focus back in, give up relationship with their kids, give up all social aspects of their life. That's just total baloney. And work really hard and really focused. Think about really focused in for 40 hours a week. Most people can't focus in 40 hours a week. If you can focus in really hard on 40 hours a week, you're gonna literally move mountains. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and get some sleep for the night. Because I'm not a sleeping bus after all. Is work really hard towards your goals. Realize that it's going to take some work and some focus. Stay really, really focused on that. And anything can happen. It really can. And I don't mean happen as kind of a random chance. This is you work hard, you focus on it, and stuff will happen. And it will just totally amaze you. Look at the lifestyle I lead. It's because I've just worked hard and I just never give up. And you should do the same thing. And eventually you'll get the same or at least similar results. And you'll be able to look at like Christmas trees like that in Vietnam. Here's some more random Christmas stuff. some more random Christmas things. There's some more. Trust me, we are in the middle of no freaking where, and the fact that they've got, and it's raining too. I can see that. Guys, and the fact that we can even see this shit right now is just totally amazing. Trust me, because this country is not built like other countries that are maybe centered around Christmas and stuff like that. So pretty amazing how far it's spread. Consumers checking out. I will check back in when we arrive at our destination. Take care. Bye.
Phương Trang xin cảm ơn khách. Chúng khách dạo về sẽ kể về gặp lại trên những chuyến đi sau. Xin chân thành cảm ơn.